Hi, we're the Higbys. I'm John. I grew up in Alaska. My grandpa got me my first yo-yo when I was 10. Now I'm up to 1,000 and counting.
I'm Rebecca. I grew up in Maine and I can hula hoop like nobody's business. Once upon a time we met, fell in love, got married, and moved into a big pink house.
Now we're the yo-yo people, and we travel around the world giving people something to smile about. Some people think that makes us a force of good. We like the sound of that.
Our weapons of choice? Yo-yos, hula hoops, a puppet with an attitude, and a unicycle. Our ride? A new Beetle Convertible, salsa red. We're about to hit the road for our first New York City performance. Along the way, we'll stop at some great old diners, buy tacky souvenirs, and befriend toll collectors, all in the name of good.
Hope you can tag along as we go around the world, or 400 miles of it at least.
My name's Rebecca Loomis-Higby, and I am the yo-yo chick.
I'm John Higby, the yo-yo guy, and together we are...
The yo-yo people.
We're about to go on a road trip. We're way excited. We're gonna head down to Woodstock and New York City. This is my small but very well-loved yo-yo collection. Yo-yo from 1927. It's about a $600 yo-yo. I also have our own signature yo-yo, and they hand-painted each one. This one right here, it's made out of magnesium. It's extra smooth surface.
Our other job when we're not yo-yoing is to make magnetic art for cars. This is our house, which we love. This is our cat. Here's our living room where we practice. This is our little nook.
This is where we sit and look at each other. You still want to go, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Dr. Moody will be accompanying us on the trip. He likes to tell us how to drive.
So this one fits conveniently in my trunk. Hand-painted this toy chest.
It's like nail polish.
We're gonna be traveling today in a Volkswagen
Convertible.
salsa red.
Looking for a breath of fresh air? Hit enter to see how it all happens. I don't know which hoops to bring.
Bring them both.
Voted on all 4 hoops.
iPod, also the big wheel, 36 inches. I don't know how to write it.
Every cat needs topiaries.
Through the hoop! He did it! I'm ready for a road trip, are you?
Let's go. We're getting packed up to go. We spend a lot of time on the road, so we've got it down to a science now.
Up and over. Rebecca's still overpacked. Do you want to get a coffee before we head out of town?
Yes, I think I need one.
Here we go. See ya, house.
Welcome to Newburyport. We have some wicked old houses.
We live in Newburyport, a coastal town north of Boston. There are lots of tourists, so it's a good place to perform. We get great crowds here.
We're just about to hit the road for New York, but first we want to get some coffee at our favorite little coffee shop down by the harbor.
Customer parking. That must be us.
You just don't mess with a good thing. Well, maybe just a little. Click enter to see more.
Hi, how are you? We're going on a road trip. We thought we'd get some coffee. Please.
No decaf today. Let's go.
Affirmative.
We're about to get on 95. Do you want your hat?
Yeah, I'd love my hat.
Getting on the Mass Pike. Rest stop. John has found a bouncy ball pinball machine.
That green one is cool.
Bouncy ball.
Millbury Poster.
It's a hot one. Now that we're stocked up on cold beverages, we're trekking west on the Mass Pike to visit our friend in Northampton. He's a yo-yo guy too. Another VW convertible.
Hoping to find a two of a kind.
Dr. Moody will be paying the toll today. Oh no! Sorry.
Sorry.
That will be the last time Moody ever gives a toll. Who is this giant guy?
Is that Abe Lincoln's brother? It's Gabe Lincoln. Northampton! Where are we? We're driving into downtown Northampton, an artsy college town in western Mass. There are a bunch of schools right around here. Smith, Mount Holyoke, Amherst, UMass, and, Hampshire. I always forget that one.
We're heading to this great toy store to teach a yo-yo class with our friend Andre. It's actually called a learning store. That's just a toy store for smart kids.
This place is like Yo-Yo Central. These kids come every week to hang out and learn tricks. And they've taught us a couple of things too.
How do you do that?
That's amazing. All right, who wants to challenge? The winner! Oh. I always wanted hair like that.
Whoa, these kids are good. I think we might have some competition soon.
Whoa, that was close. Did that make you nervous?
I didn't say it, so no.
It made me nervous.
Well, we're heading out of Northampton. We'll spend the night nearby and head out for our next stop, Woodstock, early in the morning. We had a great time here today, so we'll be back soon.
Here we are in a fine hotel outside of Northampton. It's a little early for us, but we want to get some breakfast and get on the road.
We all need our space, especially when it comes to road trips. Click enter to learn more. I was thinking we can go to the Miss Florence Diner for a little breakfast.
Oh, that sounds good.
Woohoo!
This is day 2 of our road trip, and Rebecca's at the wheel.
That's right, early day. Woo!
I am scared.
Here we are at the Miss Florence Diner. It's been here since 1942. It's even on the National Register of Historic Places. This place looks great, and we are hungry.
Steak and eggs and the corned beef.
Aren't you vegetarian?
Yeah.
You ready to order?
Florence Rigi omelet.
I think we've had enough diner coffee to put us into orbit, so we're ready to hit the road again.
Today we're headed to Woodstock, the capital of love. L-O-V-E.
We've got some time and it's a nice day, so we're taking the scenic route on Route 2, which is also known as the Mohawk Trail. Lots of music options? We like the sound of that. Hit enter to get the story behind the music. It follows a trail blazed by the Mohawk Indians, and it can get a little touristy, but we sure love our road trip souvenirs.
Vicky, souvenir shopping.
Oh no.
No. Thanks a ton.
Thank you.
3 hats, 2 postcards, and 1 glittery scorpion paperweight later, we're on the road again. Cute hat.
Thank you.
We're covering some ground now, going through the Berkshire Hills. When they say small town America, this is probably what they mean. We've been on the road for a while, so we're gonna stop and stretch our legs at this cool state park.
New headlights and taillights, the better to see you with. Hit enter to learn more. My salsa red toes, they match the car. That was a good break. This part of Massachusetts is pretty rural, so we got our green fix before heading to the big city. Leaving Pioneer Valley. I didn't even know we were in it.
Florida!
What wrong turn did we take?
Okay, we're lost.
The summit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like the convenience of an automatic and the race car feel of a manual, click enter to see how they come together. No one can pass me now. Entering North Adams. Hairpin turn 1,000 feet ahead.
This is the world-famous hairpin turn.
It's active safety versus the hairpin turn. Click enter to see who wins.
This one's become a real tourist attraction. There's even a restaurant where you can eat lunch and watch everyone freak out as they realize how sharp the turn is. We need a little private time.
Where oomph meets efficiency. Click enter to get the engine story. There are lots of great old diners around here, and I promised John we'd stop here on the way back.
Now traveling still towards Woodstock.
We're really moving along here. We're finally heading south on the Taconic Parkway, a really pretty road that heads through the Catskill Mountains to New York City. Rip Van Winkle Bridge. Speaking of Rip Van Winkle, it's getting late, so we'll probably stop for the night soon so John can get his beauty rest.
We found the coolest motel near Woodstock last night. It's owned by Kate Pearson from the B-52s, and she's decorated the place herself. It's totally amazing. Hey, come on in.
Hello! Welcome to our love shack, because we are at Kate Pearson's Lazy Meadow Motel.
Look at this place. This is all vintage. This is real. Food freezer.
Blue and the detail of the counter and the chrome. It's like our dream kitchen, basically.
It fits our theme, the round, like yo-yos.
The lamps especially, we're like freaking out about
Yeah.
lamps. This 50s space theme. Now we're just psyched to get to Woodstock.
And then we're headed to New York City. After that,
Showtime!
the car is ready, the crew is ready. Definitely, it's gonna be cool. Cool!
We're heading to Woodstock, so I think we need a little flower power. Let's get some magnets on here before we head out. John's looking both ways before he turns. Excellent driving skills, John. Seat belts are just the beginning. Hit enter for the passive safety story.
Woodstock is getting close, but we need some gas. So we'll get some gas.
And then
On.
There are those who drive and those who drive to the gas station. Hit enter to learn about fuel efficiency. There he is again, driving me around on our way to Woodstock. Woodstock is probably known best for a concert that didn't even happen here. It was actually in Bethel, a few towns over. But somehow Woodstock got all the fame and glory. Our Daisy's still holding on. The bud vase. It's not just for flowers anymore. Hit enter to see why.
We are now in Shady. Next stop, Dodgy.
And then sketchy.
It's a great town, full of artists, musicians, and a few old hippies, of course. That's what they mean when they say local color.
Speaking of which, we're heading to the Love Gallery. John really loves this guy's work, so we want to stop in and say hi.
It's an old church he's done up as a studio space. Isn't it great? His name's Justin Love. Get it? Justin Love. Rolling Stones, that's awesome.
Want me to show you some of my new paintings?
Yeah, that'd be great.
It's amazing.
El Toro.
Justin painted a Beetle for the local radio station here. Pretty eye-catching. Well, we love your art. Thanks for letting us take a look at it.
It was great to meet him and see his work. I hope he doesn't mind we didn't buy anything. Maybe next time.
Nice.
We're getting back on the highway, and we're about to hit the George Washington Bridge. New York City. Woo. John's first trip to New York was when we came here to do the David Letterman show.
Yeah, that was great. I knocked a quarter off Rebecca's ear with the yo-yo. Dave liked that.
We're heading down to Greenwich Village, where we're going to do our first New York street performance. We're not sure what to expect, but we have a lot of friends who perform down here. Okay, we're a little nervous.
Rebecca's warming up, and we're almost ready to start. How are we going to get their attention? Anybody want to see a show?
What you're watching today is 15 years of no social life.
clapping. That's a good sign.
Actually want to throw it? You want to make a muscle?
There's always a gang of kids hanging out after the show, so we hand out a few yo-yos and teach them a few tricks. They catch on pretty quick. Nice!
That's it. Now do that like 500 more times.
Yeah.
Ready to go
Ready?
home?
Yeah.
All right.
Got everything in here. This was a great road trip. We had a really good time in New York, and we'll be back for sure.
But now back home. The direct route this time.
On the road of life, there are passengers and there are drivers.
The drivers and the passengers raced off tops down. Uh-oh, they're racing off to the hop. When they arrived, the rock band kicked up the beat. Uh-oh, the drivers tore up the floor. Oh, the passengers arrived too late. They danced and danced some more. The band couldn't keep up. Uh-oh, they're racing off once again. Drivers wanted.
The new Beetle's convertible top lets the sun shine in before you can say SPF 15. Just pull and turn the handle, press the button, and presto. An animated display tells you when you're good to go. The new Beetle sedan lets you catch some rays with an optional 14-setting sunroof. Open it a smidge or crank it wide for some serious sky time. Or just opt for anything in between. The Beetle hasn't changed much over the years. Probably because they got it right the first time around. They've changed a little something here and there, but you'll always know it's a Beetle from a mile away. This time around, the fenders have an extra crease for an edgier profile, and the front bumper features 3 new intakes, which not only help the engine get more air, but also make the Beetle look game for anything, which of course it is. Here's a surprise. The new Beetle beats even most mid-size cars when it comes to headroom. With almost 40 inches each of headroom and legroom, the new Beetle's a tall guy's dream machine. Thanks to 27 cubic feet of storage space with the rear seat folded, there's plenty of room for luggage, groceries, and all the yo-yos you got. And we've got a few of those. Compatibility is key. The Beetle's new MP3 compatible stereo, even Belgian hair metal, is easy listening. Just plug your MP3 player into the Beetle stereo, hit play, and seat dance to your heart's desire. The storage compartment lets you stow your MP3 player within reach too. Or pop a disc in the in-dash CD player and crank the 6-speaker sound. You'll get 10 speakers in the convertible. Satellite radio is available in the new Beetle too, so you're never left without a soundtrack. The Beetle's shapely new headlights are slightly more elliptical and emphasize the car's sporty outlook. Increased visibility range also makes it easier for you to see, and for people to see you. Redesigned semi-transparent taillights give the rear view a little boost too, so you'll look as good leaving as you did getting there. Tiptronic gives you the best of both worlds, an automatic transmission with the oomph of a stick. It lets you switch from automatic to manual mode in a blink, with the ability to upshift and downshift when you fancy. Need to pass? Just go from drive to Tiptronic, downshift once, and you're off. Our safety features come in 2 flavors, active and passive. Active safety includes all the things that keep you on the road and prevent an accident, like an advanced brake system that helps prevent collisions. The Beetle also has an electronic stabilization program which includes safety features like anti-lock braking, traction control, hydraulic brake assist, and more. When you swerve to avoid something in the road, the braking system brakes the sideways momentum, helping you keep the car under control. Traction control helps you keep on the right path. If you hit, say, a stretch of wet road, the Beetle applies the brakes to the appropriate wheels and corrects your path. Take that, hairpin turn. Thanks to obsessive-compulsive German engineering, the 2.5-liter engine packs 5 cylinders where there are usually 4, giving the engine high torque and less noise. With 4 valves per cylinder instead of the usual 2, it's more efficient too. Sounds like a win-win to us. The TDI engine combines turbo-powered gusto with wallet-conscious fuel efficiency. Thanks to a new fuel injector system we like to call Pompadousa, the TDI has more power and torque, with cleaner emissions and less noise. Just think of it as the strong silent type. We do our best to avoid them, but sometimes accidents happen. And when they do, you want to make sure you're taken care of. That's where passive safety comes to the rescue. It includes all the things the Beetle does to protect you in the event of an impact, like airbags and an advanced safety cage. The Beetle has 4 standard airbags, 2 front airbags, and 2 head and thorax side airbags. The crash-optimized front end and rigid safety cage make sure the force is directed away from you in case of a collision. The convertible features 2 spring-loaded rollover supports concealed behind the rear seat. When the need arises, the posts deploy in 0.25 seconds and form a formidable rollover protection system. Front active head restraints come standard on both sedan and convertible. The restraints will move upward and forward to help protect the head and neck in case of an impact. It's all there for you and yours. Like we said, just in case. One of the advantages of a smaller car is fuel efficiency. And the Beetle's especially gifted in this department. The new 2.5-liter engine gets a cool 30 miles per gallon on the highway and 22 in the city. So you can get from Woodstock to Toronto on 1 tank of gas. The uber-efficient TDI offers an impressive 42 on the highway and 35 in the city. Translated, that'll get you from Woodstock to Toledo on a mere tankful. Your wallet will thank you. The new Beetle's Bud Vase lets you smell the roses when you're driving. Or the daisies, as the case may be. But just because it's called a bud vase doesn't mean it's for flowers only. Check out the gallery for some inspiration, floral or otherwise.